The Queen has just released a statement saying Harry and Meghan are going to spend time in Canada and the UK, part of a transition process. Arthi Pole is here with all of the details. There was this meeting at Sandringham between some pretty top royal officials or royals. What came out of that?
So what we are learning is that Queen Elizabeth is calling these constructive discussions that took place at that summit that was scheduled for today. We know the players who were involved, of course, Prince Charles, Prince William, Prince Harry, and Her Majesty the Queen. So coming out of that, and of course these were discussions surrounding the fact of that controversial decision that was made by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to step away from senior royal roles, and that's what prompted this summit and what some are calling the Crown's crisis. So let's quickly take a look at part of the statement from the Queen following this summit that took place today. And in it, she says, "My family and I are entirely supportive of Harry and Meghan's desire to create a new life as a young family, although we would have preferred them to remain full-time working members of the royal family. We respect and understand their wish to live a more independent life as a family while remaining a valued part of my family. Harry and Meghan have made clear that they do not want to be reliant on public funds in their new lives." And she also goes on to say it has therefore been agreed that there will be a period of transition in which the Sussexes will spend time in Canada and the UK. Now, we know that there had been many reports about the fact that Meghan Markle was back in Canada right now with Archie, with her son. We know from the statement also that the Queen is referring to it as a meeting with her grandson and their son. That's something that, in fact, our London correspondent pointed out is perhaps a bit of a different tone that they're seeing here, and also support towards that. Now, what's interesting about the fact that we're also learning that it's confirmed now that they'll spend some time in Canada is that Bill Morneau was actually asked about this, and in part he said that there's been no discussions on this and we've spent no time talking about this issue just yet. In particular, where the security costs are going to fall on Canadian taxpayers, or who's going to foot the bill for something of that sort, because we know from royal visits that they come with a hefty price tag when it comes to security. And
they need security. So Bill Morneau, Mr. Finance Minister, if you're listening, this is going to be on your agenda because it's going to be one of those discussions that the government will have to have. Prince William, you mentioned he was at the meeting along with his father and his grandmother and his brother. There was some sort of, report that there was dissension in the ranks between William and Harry. What did they do, the brothers?
I mean, the headline has been family feud and family in crisis, etc. And of course, a lot of speculation about how Harry and William are dealing with this particular situation. And we know that today they came out with a joint statement, in fact, and that was in response to an article that was written about their relationship, essentially suggesting that there was bullying that was occurring against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. And so here is part of a statement that was released by both of the brothers. And in it, they said that despite clear denials, a false story ran in a UK newspaper today speculating about the relationship between the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of Cambridge. For brothers who care so deeply about issues surrounding mental health, the use of inflammatory language in this way is offensive and potentially harmful. Again, it is interesting to see them come out with this joint statement at this time, but certainly we're learning that communicating with the public, given that there's so much speculation, rumor, and interest, has been imperative given sort of the unorthodox nature of the initial statement from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the steps that have followed that. Sienna.
Thank you, Arthi.
You're welcome.